This is part 2 of tutorial number 4, that is a circular convolution. Let us begin with the fourth problem, where we need to find out y of n. It is a circular convolution of x of n with h of n. X of n is given as 1, 2, 3, 4. H of n is given as 1, 2, 2. Since x of n is a sequence of 4 values, we need to make h of n also to be a sequence of 4 values. Let me do it by padding with 1, 0. So, let us try to find out y of n is equal to 1, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Multiplied by 1, 2, 2, 0. That is equal to 1 plus 8 plus 6, 2 plus 2 plus 8. It is 3 plus 4 plus 2. It is 4 plus 6 plus 4. You get this as 15, 12, 9, 14. This is the answer. Now we need to find out linear convolution values. Y of n is x of n linear convolution with h of n. Given x of n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Here m is equal to 4. H of n is given by 1, 2, 2. Here the value of n equal to 3. Therefore, y of n should contain m plus n minus 1 values. That is 4 plus 3 minus 1, that is 6 values. Let us try to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2. 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 2, 2, 1 into 3, 3, 1 into 4, 4. Then we have 2, 2 into 1, 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. Next we have 2, 4, 6, 8. Let us try to add 1, 4, 9, 14, 14 and 8. This is your y of n. So in this problem, we need to find out linear convolution values using circular convolution. So y of n is equal to x of n circular convolution with h of n. From the previous problem, we know that y of n should contain 6 values. So, this is a circular convolution of 6. So, given x of n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 values. So, I'll append it with 2 zeros to make it 6 values. Then we have h of n, and h of n is equal to 1, 2, 2. There are 3 values, so I need to append it with 3 zeros. Now let us try to find out y of n by circular convolution method. So we have 1, 0, 0, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0, 4, 3. This is 3, 2, 1, 0, 0, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0. 0, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 0, 0, 4, 3, 2, 1. It should be multiplied by 1, 2, 2, 0, 0, 0. So we get this as 1 plus 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is 4 plus 2. It is 1 into 1. So it is 2 plus 2. 1 into 3, 3 plus 4 plus 2. Then you have 4 plus 6 plus 4. Then we have 8 plus 6. Then we have 4 into 2, 8. That will give us, this is 1, 4, 9, 14, 14, 8. These are the values we have got by linear convolution in the previous problem. Let us try to solve the fifth problem. Given x of n is given to us. X of n is a sequence of x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3. Corresponding x of k is given to us, that is 1, j, minus 1, minus j. We have been also given h of n, that is equal to h of 0, h of 1, h of 2, h of 3. Corresponding h of k values are given to us, that is 0, 1 plus j, 1, 1 minus j. We need to find out the DFT of x of 3, x of 0, x of 1, x of 2. We can rewrite this as DFT of x of n minus 1 to the base 4. So when n value is 0, it is x of minus 1. So 4 minus 1, that gives you x of 3. So when n value is 1, it gives rise to x of 0, so on. This is equal to, we are making use of the circular time shift property. By circular time shift property, this is equal to W4 to the power mk x of k, where m value is equal to 1. So I can write this as e to the power minus j 2 pi by 4. As m is 1, I can write it as k x of k. So it is cos pi by 2 is 0, minus j sin pi by 2, that is minus j to the power k x of k. This is equal to minus j to the power k. The given sequence is 1 j minus 1 minus j. When k value is 0, it is 1. When k value is 1, it is minus j into j minus j square. So you get this as plus 1. When k value is 2, this is j square, that is minus 1 into minus 1, it is minus, so plus 1. When k value is equal to 3, it is minus j, that is plus j square, so that gives you minus 1. The second problem asks us to find out x2 of k, that is equal to dft of h of 0 minus h of 1, h of 2 minus h of 3. I can rewrite this as dft of minus 1 to the power n, h of 0, h of 1, h of 2, h of 3. As you can see here, when n value is equal to 0, when n value is equal to 0, it is 1, so it is h of 0. When n value is equal to 1, then it is minus 1 multiplied with h of n, you will get minus h of 1. When n value is 2, it is plus 1 multiplied with h of 2, you will get it as plus h2. When n value is equal to, it is 3, so you get minus 1 multiplied with h of 3, you will get it as minus h of 3. So further I can write this as dft of e to the power minus j pi n, h of 0, h of 1, h of 2, h of 3. Now, since it is a 4-point DFT, let me make small changes here. I want in the denominator 4. So, since I want in the denominator 4 and in the numerator 2 pi, so that w value I can fit here, then I need to multiply by 2n. So, this is h of 0, h of 1, h of 2, h of 3. Now, this is equal to dft of w4 to the power 2n, h of 0, h of 1, h of 2, h of 3. Let us try to apply the circular frequency shift. According to circular frequency shift, this is equal to x of, sorry, it is not x, it is h of k plus L, because when it is minus here you get minus, but here it is plus, so it is plus times 2, 4. That gives you, when k value is equal to 0, it is h of 2. So h of 2 is given by 1. When k value is equal to 1, it is h of 3. It is 1 minus j. When k value is equal to 2, it is h of 4, that is 0. So you get this as 0. When k value is equal to 3, it is h of 5, that is h of 1. H of 1 is given by 1 plus j. This is your answer. In the third problem, we need to find out x3 of k, that is DFT of x of n convolution with circular convolution with h of n. We know that circular convolution in the time domain gives rise to multiplication in the frequency domain. So, in the frequency domain, it is h of k into x of k, or it can be vice versa, x of k multiplied by h of k. So, we have here h of k is given by 0, 1 plus j, 1, 1 minus j multiplied by 1 j minus 1 minus j. So, this gives rise to 0. It is j minus 1. This is minus 1 minus j, it is minus 1. This is the answer. We will try to solve the fourth problem. We are supposed to find out x4 of k, that is the DFT of x of 0, h of 0, x of 1, h of 1, x of 2, h of 2, x of 3, h of 3. Let me call this sequence as x4, x4 of m, where m value varies from 0 to 7. So, this can be split into two sequences. One is of odd, another one is of even. So, I can write this as, it is the DFT of x4 of m even plus DFT of x4 of m odd. In the even, you have x4 of 0, x4 of 2, x4 of 4, x4 of 6. Whereas in the case of odd, you have x4 of 1, x4 of 3, x4 of 5, x4 of 7. So, we know the DFT formula. So, I can write this as summation, say L varies from 0 to 3, it is x4 of 2L e to the power minus j 2 pi by 8 into 2kl, because it is 2l into k. So the sequence is what I cover under this is, when L value is 0, it is x4 of 0. When L value is 1, it is x4 of 2. When L value is 2, it is x4 of 4. When L value is 3, I will be covering x4 of 6. In the other case, L value varying from 0 to 3, x4 of 2l plus 1 e to the power minus j 2 pi by 8 k 2l plus 1. Let me try to expand this. I get this as L value varying from 0 to 3, x4 of 2l w8 to the power 2lk plus L value varying from 0 to 3, x4 2l plus 1 is into w to the w8 to the power 2lk multiplied by w8 to the power k. We know that all the even values are given by x values. So I can write this as L value varying from 0 to 3, x of L, w8 to the power 2 kl plus L value varying from 0 to 3, all odd values are h values. So I can write HL. If you are getting confused, let me make this as n. Similarly, here also I will make it as n. So this is h of n w8 square kn w8k. Now, we will make use of the property of DFT, where we know that Wn square is equal to Wn by 2. In our case, it means W8 square is equal to W4. This we can prove also. You know that W8 square is equal to, or in general let me prove, e to the power minus j 2 pi by n square is equal to e to the power minus j 2 pi divided by n by 2. So this is Wn by 2. So I am making use of this property, and let me try to rewrite whatever I have got in the previous one. So what I can write here is summation n value varying from 0 to 3 x of n w4 to the power kn plus Now W8K, let me take it out. N value varying from 0 to 3, H of n, W4 to the power Kn. So whatever we have got here, this term is equal to x of k plus W8 to the power k, and now whatever we have got here, this is h of k. So let me write this. X of k is given as 1 j minus 1 minus j plus W8 to the power k. It is h of k 0, 1 plus j 1, 1 minus j. Now let us consider what is W8. W8 is equal to, in our case, it is e to the power minus j 2 pi by 8. That gives you e to the power minus j pi by 4. So I need to write this as 1 j minus 1 minus j plus e to the power minus j pi by 4 to the power k 0, 1 plus j 1, 1 minus j. Make use of calculator and try to find the answer. You are supposed to get this as 1. It is 1.414 plus j minus 1 minus j minus 1.413 minus j 1 minus 1.414 plus j. Then you have minus 1 plus j 1.414 minus j. This is the answer.